Did you know that if you are feeling overwhelmed, stressed, or on the verge of a panic attack, there is a simple yet effective method that can help you bring yourself back to the present moment and find a sense of calm? In this video, we will be looking at the 5-4-3-2-1 grounding technique and how you can apply this to feel calmer and more in control. So let's get started. Remember that anxiety is a normal human emotion characterized by worry, fear, and physical symptoms like a rapid heart rate or sweating. Sometimes, though, it can feel overwhelming and begin to impact our daily lives. For example, we may be experiencing excessive worry, panic, or even flashbacks caused by trauma, and that's where grounding techniques come in. The 5-4-3-2-1 technique is a technique that relies on our 5 senses of sight, touch, sound, smell, and taste to anchor us in the present moment, shifting our focus away from anxious thoughts and feelings towards the tangible world around us. In effect, we are activating our 5 senses to help transmit alternative information back to our brain. Remember, when you are in a scenario that makes you feel on edge and at risk of being overwhelmed, it is important to utilize the power of your senses to shift your focus attention away from the trigger and onto other things in your environment. It's simple, portable, and can be done anywhere, anytime, and no one needs to know you are doing this. It may also be followed by other techniques like purposeful deep breathing and safe place imagery, and I've put a link in the description below to some of these other techniques for you. Please note that if you're experiencing a mental health crisis where you feel unable to keep yourself safe, there is also information about UK and international crisis support services in the description box below. So let's begin. Sight. Take a moment to stop, look around, and identify 5 things you can see. Now choose one of the 5 things and place your attention onto this. Notice details like its colour, its shape, and texture. Really focus on the object, take your time, and try to describe the item back to yourself in your mind before moving on to the next object. For example, I am noticing the sky above me. It is filled with white clouds and the sky is bright blue. I can see the light reflecting on the rooftops and windows of the houses opposite, and the roof is a slate grey colour. I can now see a car parked outside this house. It is red in colour and it has white stripes, and so on. Touch. Pay attention to 4 things you can touch. Feel the fabric of your clothes, or the coolness of the floor beneath your feet, or the warmth of your coffee mug. Pick up an object and engage with the different textures and sensations. Alternatively, you may wish to place your hands in cool water and just notice how that feels. Again, take your time and describe the sensation of each item in your mind as you move steadily through each one. Hear. Listen intently for 3 sounds you can hear, both near and far. It could be traffic rumble, birdsong, or just rain falling against your window. Concentrate on each sound without judgment. Alternatively, You may wish to play some calming music or nature sounds, and just notice the different tones or instruments in the music. Tune in with your hearing and try to describe each sound in your mind. Again, just notice the detail of the sound, moving your attention at your own pace between each one. Smell. Take a deep breath and identify 2 things you can smell. Is it the fresh air, the scent of your shampoo, or maybe a lingering aroma from cooking? Breathe deeply and really notice the unique scents. In your mind, try to describe the detail of each smell without judgment. Alternatively, use a few drops of an aromatherapy oil on a handkerchief. Taste. Finally, focus on one thing you can taste. Is it the lingering sweetness of your breakfast, the bitterness of your coffee, or just a neutral taste in your mouth? Notice the flavour, again without judgment. Or, if you prefer, take a sip of chamomile tea or place a mint in your mouth and notice the taste of that. Just tune in and notice. Remember that these numbers 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 are just a guideline, and you may want to do more or less for each sense. For example, just noticing one object you can see, one object you can hear, and so on. Just taking your own time, moving through your senses. Do what feels most helpful for you in the moment to ground you. Here are some tips that may also help. Practice regularly. Like any skill, the more you practice, the easier and more effective it becomes. Be present. Engage fully with each sense. Don't just name the objects, try to focus on the most minute of details and their sensations. Find your rhythm. Adjust the pace to what feels comfortable. Slow down if you need to, but maintain a steady focus as you move through the senses. Find what works for you. You might find just repeating certain or single steps of this technique work best, or perhaps just focusing on some of your senses rather than all 5. Experiment with it and adapt it to what fits you best. Remember that anxiety is a common experience and you're not alone. The 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 technique can be a powerful tool to help regain your sense of calm. Give it a try next time anxiety starts to rise and see how it helps you ground yourself in the present moment. If you like this video, please consider subscribing. We release videos like this every week to help you take care of your mental health and improve your well-being. Thank you for watching, and I will see you again in the next video.